and they're headed by number 1, Border Sun, this often known as the Amateurs Grand National, ridden by Mr. Simon Sweeting. 2 is Centaur Song, ridden by Mr. Peter Hickman. 3 is Clonroche Gazette, Mr. Harry Wheeler. 4 is Copper Fastener, Mr. Richard Hayman. 5 is Crammer, ridden by Mr. John Durkin. 7 is Dromore Castle, ridden by Mr. Nigel Ridout. You'll note that Dromin Joker is a non-runner. 8 is Eastern Destiny, Mr. Anthony Griffith. 9 is Eden Spring, Mr. Charles Lumsden. 10 is Father Brady, Mr. J. Greenall. 11, Flaming Tide, ridden by Mr. Richard Bailey. 12, Gillip a Drag, ridden by Mr. Paul McMahon, who rides Solaris in the National tomorrow. 13 is Joseph Nib, ridden by the great Tommy Carberry's 16-year-old son, Paul Carberry, for his father. 14 is Lannerai, who was 3rd in the 1987 National, ridden by Mr. Dennis Gray. 15 is Light Demon, who was 5th in this last year, ridden by Clive Holmes. 16 is Manor Reef, ridden by Mr. Charles Barlow. 17 is Mr. Chris, ridden by Mr. Richard Ford. 18 is Newnham, the winner in 1988 at 50 to 1, ridden by Mr. Simon Andrews. 19 is North Brigade, Mr. Julian Pritchard. 20 is Oakley House, Mr. John Barlow. 21 is Oyster Pond, Mr. Chris Coyne. 22 is Ready Steady, Mr. John Grossick. 23 Southerns, Mr. Gregory Robertson. 24 Straight Pilot, Mr. Stephen Swars. 25 Unscrupulous Gent, Mr. David Yearsley. And 26 is Whitsunday, ridden by Mr. Mark Chamberlain.
Crammer is 5 to 1, joint favourite with Whitsunday. Lannerai 11 to 2, they're on 5 to 1 by the way, the joint favourites. Lannerai 11 to 2, Dromore Castle 9 to 1 from 8. Ready Steady and Joseph Nib 10 to 1. Eastern Destiny 12s 14 to 1 bar 7.
They're under starters orders. Ready Steady, that is, nearest to us. This looks like it.
Right, sir.
Father Brady just getting in line. And that's it, thrown away. And Father Brady breaks very fast, in fact, on the inside. Father Brady from Centaur Song on the inside. Over on the far side, Eden Spring showing very good speed. Manor Reef right up with them too, so is Flaming Tide. Flaming Tide, Manor Reef and Whitsunday. And Southerns has gone there. Southerns is a faller at the first, and Whitsunday with his white face is showing in the lead. Whitsunday from Joseph Nib and Flaming Tide. And they're all over the second, or the remaining 25 over the second, and coming down to Beaches now with Whitsunday disputing the lead, with on the near side Flaming Tide, Joseph Nib right up with them, and Newnham, the 88 winner, over on the far side. And a very bad mistake there, but he's got away with it by Oakley House, and they're all over the chair coming down to the water. Whitsuntide the leader, from Whitsunday from Flaming Tide on the inside. Up with them over on the far side is Father Brady. Just in behind them, Joseph Nib. Behind Joseph Nib towards the outside is Oyster Pond. The back marker at the moment is Unscrupulous Gent. And making it is Whitsunday. Whitsunday making it from Flaming Tide, Joseph Nib, Newnham well up there. On the inside is Father Brady. Lannerai is just in behind the lead, and so's Gillip a Drag as they cross the Melling Road. Whitsunday in the centre. Over on the far side, Flaming Tide. On the near side, Father Brady with Newnham. And upsides him, Straight Pilot, and over to John Hanmer.
And Whitsunday's wide face showing up well as they jump the fifth, but Newnham landed in the lead from Father Brady, then Whitsunday, Joseph Nib, then Flaming Tide. On the wide outside is Ready Steady. Tacked in on the inside is Straight Pilot as they jump the sixth, and Whitsunday touchdown just about in the lead. And Centaur Song, the faller there, and tailed right off is Unscrupulous Gent, who's been last throughout at the open ditch in front of us. and Joseph Knibb a faller there, and another faller was Oyster Pond, and another faller was Flaming Tide, and Oakley House is another one. So 4 have gone there, but Whitsunday the leader. From in second place Lannerai going well, then Newnham, and Ready Steady on the outside, and being pulled up at the back of the field is Eden Spring as we join Julian Wilson.
Whitsunday, who's led most of the way, joined by Lannerai in the centre. Towards the outside is Ready Steady. Behind those is Newnham, and behind Newnham is Gillipadraig as they come down to Beecher's Brook. And the horse in the centre is Ready Steady. On the inside, Lannerai, and they've just gone ahead of Whitsunday as they jump Beecher's. Ready Steady and Lannerai over. And 1 or 2 on the inside really nodded on landing, including Father Brady, but they've all cleared Beecher's. All the leaders have anyway, and the leaders are now coming on to the, what will be the 23rd fence tomorrow. Lannerai on the inside of Ready Steady, and a faller there was Whitsunday. Whitsunday is down at the 23rd or the 11th today as Lannerai leads from Ready Steady. Father Brady's on the inside of Gillipadraig, then Newnham and Crammer, who's getting closer now as they jump the canal turn. Lannerai leads over the canal turn from Ready Steady and Father Brady. Gillipadraig, Newnham slips up into 3rd in the inside, then comes Crammer behind that, and then a gap back to the grey Eastern Destiny, and Straight Pilot as Lannerai leads clear over that from Newnham and Father Brady, then Ready Steady on the outside of Gillipadraig and Crammer as we rejoin John Hanmer.
This is 5 from home, and Lannerai touchdown just in the lead, and Father Brady has fallen, and Lannerai being joined in the lead by Gillipadraig. Ready Steady on the outside, 4 lengths to Newnham and Crammer, another gap to Eastern Destiny, a bigger gap to Straight Pilot. Last ditch, 4 out, and Gillipadraig and Lannerai took it together, 2 lengths in front of Ready Steady, then Newnham and Crammer and Eastern Destiny, and they're well clear of Straight Pilot as they jumped the 3rd last, and Lannerai jumped it well, took a length off Gillipadraig. Then in 3rd place is Ready Steady. Manarif has refused. Crammer's running into 3rd place now ahead of Ready Steady, then Newnham and Eastern Destiny, and they're well clear as they go across the Melling Road and towards the 2nd last. It's Lannerai and Gillipadraig, the pair of them clear, and Clonrush Gazette has fallen, but Lannerai the leader as we rejoin Peter O'Sullivan.
Yes, there are only 6 in it with a chance now. Lannerai from Gillipadraig, these 2, with Crammer about 6 lengths behind him, and Eastern Destiny's making progress. Last year's winner is still in touch, Newnham. The 88 winner, rather, they're coming down to the 2nd last now. Gillipadraig on the outside of Lannerai. They land pretty well together, Lannerai and Gillipadraig. Racing now towards the final fence in the Seagram Fox Hunters, Lannerai and Dennis Gray from Gillipadraig and Paul McMahon. Lannerai lands in the lead from Gillipadraig. Crammer is still making progress in 3rd, but it's Lannerai who's sprinting as they race towards the elbow. Lannerai and Dennis Gray from Gillipadraig, and here comes Crammer putting in a big challenge now as he goes 2nd. It's Lannerai inside the final furlong from Crammer, still storming after him, but as they race up towards the line, Lannerai, who finished 3rd in the 87 National, wins the 1990 Fox Hunters. Lannerai is the winner, Crammer is 2nd, 3rd is Gillipadraig, and a close 4th is Newnham, the 1988 Fox Hunters winner. Eastern Destiny came next, and behind him was Dromore Castle, and behind Dromore Castle was Copper Fastener, and behind Copper Fastener was Straight Pilot, and then Ready Steady. Behind Ready Steady was Clive Holmes on Light Demon, then on the near side to him was North Bridge. And so the result of the 1990 Seagram Fox Hunters Chase is first, number 14, Lannerai, owned by Mrs. Bill Tulloch, trained by Stan Mellor and ridden by Dennis Gray. Second was number 5, Crammer, owned by Mr. Bill Matthews, trained by David Murray Smith, who won this with Illy Ogety, and ridden by Mr. John Durkin. And third was number 12, Gillipadraig, owned by Mr. J.H. Burbage, trained by Dennis Smith, and ridden by Mr. Paul McMahon, who will be on Solaris in the Grand National tomorrow. Fourth was the 1988 winner, number 18, Newnham.
5-1 favourite. Second, number 5, Crammer, 13-2. And third, number 12, Gillipadraig, 25-1.